Hi, I'm Marie Rook, and welcome to Grade 5 Best Practices video. In this video, we will discuss what one could see and hear while visiting classrooms during the Multiplication and Division Algorithms unit of study. Take a look at this meme. Thankfully, in this unit of study, we won't be putting our remainders as decimals, but just as fractions. This unit on multiplication and division algorithms, there are three key learning goals that can be found in the STEMscopes parent letter. Students will multiply and divide multi-digit whole numbers using a standard algorithm that works best for them. Students will also need to represent remainders as fractions. What should we see happening in the classroom? We should see students exposed to multiple strategies for multiplication and division, such as base 10 arrays, area models, partial quotients, or partial products, and the standard algorithm. In order for students to demonstrate procedural fluency, they need to choose what algorithm works best for them. Whatever algorithm is efficient for students, they should be justifying why it works conceptually and demonstrating how their algorithm works. Students should also be making connections with their own strategy to other strategies. We should also see students evaluating whether their solutions make sense after solving. All of these instructional strategies highlight MTRs 2 through 6. What type of conversations should be taking place? Here are some examples from the math chat questions from the STEMscopes Explore lessons. Questions such as these can informally assess students' understanding on multiplying or dividing using an algorithm. Some potential answers we may hear from students are, knowing multiple strategies can be helpful because I can use different strategies to check my work. Students should also be making sense of their answers. So if in the last step their difference is greater than 0 but less than their divisor, that means there is a remainder left over. Students also should understand that in a remainder, the numerator represents the remainder or the leftover part, and the denominator represents the divisor or the total. This list shows some of the vocabulary words we should hear teachers as well as students using in this unit. This is from the STEMscopes parent letter. Throughout this unit of study, we should see multiple opportunities for students to show their understanding. This could mean students demonstrating their knowledge and procedural fluency multiplying and dividing using a standard algorithm during the Explore lesson with the exit ticket at the end, or the Show What You Know as a follow-up. Students could also show their understanding through a skills quiz. These are examples of formal and informal assessments that a teacher can use to gauge a student's understanding that came from the STEMscopes resources. These resources highlight MTRs 2, 3, and 5. Here are two example questions that teachers, administration, or parents could ask students to gauge understanding of the content. Any questions we can ask that have students explain why their algorithm works or asking them questions as to how their strategy connects with a different strategy are great questions to ask. These questions are found on the benchmark pages on SmathSmarts that can be found by clicking on any of the benchmark links on the instructional guides. Here is an activity from the STEMscopes parent letter that is meant to be an engaging way that students can continue their learning at home or even to extend their learning in the classroom. This activity connects using a division algorithm and also writing a remainder as a fraction. Some of us may have started out this unit like a deer in headlights like this pup, but hopefully by the end of the unit, you and your students came out thinking it wasn't as bad as we thought. Thank you for listening to this unit's Best Practices video.